Cellar Dwellers, we're back. And I got a guest, John from the Hellhammer Forge. He brought over the Lobo statue that I've been waiting for. It's painted, it's beautiful, it's glistening and glossy in places, and it's perfect. Don't worry, I'm going to show you when we get there. But right now, I just want to talk to John about what he does, because the start of this and how he got into it is crazy, especially because he hasn't really been doing it for that long. So, John, what got you started? Like, how did you start the actual painting process where you're like, I want to paint small shit and then I want to paint bigger shit?
So I've always been really big in martial arts and lifting. Pretty much did it my whole life, and it took its toll on my hip. I was going through a lot of stuff during that time period. My dad passed away, and about 4 months later, my grandmother died. And because my hip was so bad, I needed a resurfacing surgery, but I was like 8 months out from having it done. So I needed to find something as an outlet, something therapeutic. The gym was always that for me, but I obviously couldn't train. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to pick up some miniatures, some Marvel Crisis Protocol. It was a little game, tabletop game. And the first one I grabbed was Captain America and the Human Torch. And I painted those and I loved it. I thought it was amazing. And from there, I moved up to resin statues. First, I was buying them online, like already printed out. And once I started doing that, people were saying, hey, man, this isn't half bad. I was like, all right, maybe I can make something out of this. So I bought a 3D printer, and then I bought another one, and then I bought a third one. So it just kind of grew that way. And it's really helped me take something that was painful and dark, you know, a whole time period of my life where the thing that I used to deal with all my trauma was taken from me. And I then took that and put it into painting. And it's just anything I get involved in, I put 110% into. I started in May of 2024. So I've been doing this just about over 2 years.
That part doesn't make any sense to me. Like, based on the stuff that you've done, like, again, I'll show the Lobo statue because I already shot parts of it. It doesn't make any sense, man. Like, prior to this, did you paint anything?
No.
Like, do you have any artistic, like, oh yeah, I used to, you know, do charcoals in college and shit? Like, is there any?
No, aside from being
So it's just this.
Like playing with markers and popsicle sticks, gluing them together and shit.
Like, dude, like, I can't even color like in between lines. And like these things, like the miniatures, I'm sure you guys know what they are, especially if you're a Warhammer person. They're very small. They're very small. Like in the brushes, like he showed me a picture of the brush. I'll put it up. The bristle is like this big. So in order to be able to do that and do it well and do it with patience and do it quickly is crazy to me. And then you moved up. So now, did you want to stay with mini stuff? You're like, nah, I want to go bigger. Like, I want to start doing bigger stuff.
No, I honestly don't really like doing the miniatures. I love large scale things. Like, I love doing dioramas. That's honestly, my heart is in doing stuff like that. Like 1/4, 1/6 scale. That's what I love doing. I don't mind doing the miniatures, but it's definitely not my passion.
Yeah.
Full scale stuff's where it's at, as you can tell.
Yeah. Well, actually, so based on that, what's the dream job where you're like, if I could pick anything to do, because I know, because you've shown me there's like a website you can get them all from. If it's something from that, fine. Or if it's like, no, if someone came to me with blah, that's what I want to do. What's the dream job for you?
There's so many things I want to do, whether it's Marvel, DC, video games, pop culture stuff. Like, there's a million things, but anybody who knows me knows Batman's my number one.
That's why I stuck him over there with all the Batman stuff.
There is a STL file done by an amazing artist, and it's a diorama of Batman in the middle with his entire rogue gallery around him. And I would love to do that. And I haven't done it for myself yet because I feel like my skills aren't there yet.
Yeah.
Like, to justify.
Right. So you want to do it and do it right.
Absolutely.
Just do a YouTube. You mean this one? And then it's going to appear there. So that's like, so when do you think, because you're a perfectionist with stuff like this, like when do you think you're going to be ready to be like, now is the moment? Like, how many more large scale statues do you want to do before you're like, I'm ready for that one? And if someone orders it, are you going to turn it down?
If someone ordered it and requested it, I think that's when I would make the leap.
Really?
Until then, I'm going to sit and hem and haw about it and be like, I'm not good enough to do the Cape Crusader.
Right. So it's when it's ordered, you're like, that's going to be the moment.
That'll be the moment.
Listen, at the Hellhammer Forge, you heard it, and you're going to see a lot of his work. So that's what he's waiting for. So we got to make that happen. Do you want this?
That he's good enough.
Yeah. Everyone, let him know. So you have a regular job. Do you want to just be like, I don't want to do that anymore, man? Like this is what I want. Like, I want to do this full time. I want to sell stuff. I want to do bigger stuff. I want to do collab stuff. Like, do you just want to do this and not do the day job?
So my my postal career, I've been there for 11 years. It's not something that I feel like is fruitful. I don't feel like I'm making a difference with it. Prior to that job, I worked with at-risk youth for 11 years. I worked with kids that, emotionally, behaviorally dysregulated, didn't have somewhere to go. My heart was in that. And when the facility closed down, I was scrambling to try and find something else. So I'm at the post office. It's a good job. I have benefits and stuff, but it's not my passion.
Yeah.
And I don't feel good about what I do at the end of the day. This painting, whether it's me dealing with my emotions and how I self-regulate, or if I'm making something for somebody, that means something.
And that's crazy because prior to 2024,
Yes.
you don't even notice was your passion.
No.
And you found it and you're like, now I want to go all in with just this.
Yep. I just started studying color theory. I started downloading books and watching tons of YouTube videos and podcasts and just studying light and color. And like with martial arts, like with lifting, I just go 110% into it. And the best thing, honestly, seeing people's reactions. Like I've done a couple surprises for Christmas where people didn't know they were getting something. One of my best friends, I bring a statue down and I just set it up in his room, and he has no idea. And he's like,
and he just ends up seeing it later.
Yeah, dude, I can't.
Well, the one thing we didn't get, because my mom was still here at the time, when John rolled up, I ran out and I hugged him and I was like, oh my God. And I saw it. We did not get that. And I wish I would have caught it, but I couldn't wait to see it. So I could have got my wife, who's holding the camera now, or my son to do it, but I just wanted to see it. I didn't want to wait because I saw it in pictures, but it does not do it justice. I'm going to show you the video. I'm going to show you the pictures. It does not do it justice. The work that's done is phenomenal. Switching to the other side, is there anything that if you got commission-wise, and I know you do it because it's a business, is there a particular character that you're like, I never want to do another one of blah? I want to do Harley Quinn, or I want to do Jim Gordon. You know what I'm saying? Is there one that you're just like, I'm not really into it? I'll do it, but that's not really what I want to do. And if it's something that you don't want to do because you're so involved in it, would you turn it down, or would you just be like, I'll do it anyway because I know it's passionate for this person?
I pretty much would say yes to everything, but there is one exception. I had a really hard time with a specific model. I was doing a Phoenix statue from X-Men. She had all these flames around her, forming into a bird wrapping around her. I could not get that thing to print correctly. I tried so many different settings, different resins, different machines. I wasted probably $300 trying to get this to print, and it ruined it for me. I was like, I'm never doing Phoenix again.
I saw this picture. The person who sculpted it, well done. It is really good, but holy shit, the amount of flame flicker, and she's in it, guys. She's it, the flame, she's in the flames, and they're kind of coming, she's not in front of them and they're not behind her. She's in them.
Yes.
So did you finally get it painted or printed?
I got it to print, and she would not fit inside the flame, so I actually had to take a Dremel and sand down the statue, and it kind of ruined it. You can kind of see, I haven't gotten to the point yet where I can hide everything yet. You get some Milliput and some UV resin, you can make some stuff happen, but yeah, it kind of just fell under the rug with that one.
Now, we're not, everybody who knows, I don't talk junk about people, but have you run into the unhappy customer that's like, this wasn't done, or I'm not paying for that, or you got started, or they just split? Do you have, because everybody, if you're going to be a creator of anything, even doing stupid stuff like this, like what I do, not stupid stuff like that, that's actually cool. If you're going to do this, you're going to get somebody who is either not going to like it, or they're going to figure out that it's not really where I want to go. So have you had horror stories yet with people that's like, look, man, I try to give you what you want. I don't understand what you more want me to do? Because my son's mom is a tattoo artist. She goes through that all the time. She'll sit down, she'll create something, she'll go through the process. The person says, okay, and then they come in for the day of the tattoo, and they're like, I don't want it anymore. But the work's already been put in. So what do you, do you have one of those that you want to share?
Oh, yeah. So it was miniature. It was an entire army. It was a Warhammer Age of Sigmar Slaves to Darkness set, and it was 45 miniatures. Guys, I want the entire thing done in purple armor. So, okay, man. I got all the detail, got everything that he wanted.
And these things are, and how many characters? Because I know the minis come with a lot.
It was a whole army. It was I think 35 miniatures
Oh
that I had to do. So I get started. I base coat all of them all, get them all going, and he wanted them at tabletop plus quality, which
Okay.
is not just base paint and whatever. He wanted some detail into them. So I get about a week into the project, and he messages me and says he wants them a different color. And I said, all right, man, what's the new color? He's like, I want them all in blue. So I have to go back, strip the paint off, reprime them, repaint them in blue. And I got another message again that he wanted them in a different color.
What? Wait, and you already started the blue?
I already started the blue. And I was like, all right, man, I'm about to paint them whatever color I want to because I've had enough.
So did you finish them? And like, you gave them to him and he was okay? Or was he like, I don't want these things anymore?
No, I did. He was like, all right, you're going to paint them. We got into a little bit of a...
Of course, yeah.
So I was like, all right, so I'm going to be the bigger person here. I'll return them to you, and I'll return your deposit. Like, we just call it fair right there. And he's like, no, it's fine. Just paint them however you want. I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to do it how I want to. So I ended up winning in the end.
Nice.
It was nice. And he was happy with the end product.
Good.
Too.
I know, so I got to give flowers to my friend Joe Bondi. Joe, I love you, man. I miss you. He talks about that all the time. He'll go to tabletop conventions and he'll play, and he's got, like, he paints his own stuff. It is masterful, man. He's got these little explosions that go on ships. I like to watch it. I don't get how it's played, but I will sit and watch it. He said that he was going to play somebody, and the dude had like a Tupperware bin and like rolled a bunch out, and he took all the stuff and left. Like, that idea of like tabletop good looking stuff when you play somebody isn't just like, he had just a bunch of random shit, and Joe's like, I'm good, and just walked away. I'm like, you want to play someone that's got some quality. Like, you want to be able to do that. Has anyone saddled you with a project? Like, paid you some money and then all of a sudden like disappeared, and now you got a dope thing and you're like, I don't know what to do with this?
Yeah, actually, someone commissioned me for a Hobgoblin statue, and from Spider-Man. And
you mean this one? I hate doing that, but I know people like, all right, good.
It was awesome. I had a blast doing it, and after he paid me half the price of the commission, he just stopped responding. And it's been months, and now I just have...
And now it's all done.
Yeah, I have well, it's almost completed. It's
right.
a nearly completed Hobgoblin statue, just hanging out in my studio.
You want a Hobgoblin statue? It's waiting. Apparently, the dude don't want it anymore. How do people find you?
I am on TikTok and Instagram at the Hellhammer Forge.
Right.
I'm new to this as far as putting my face out there and doing the videos and the reels, but that is next on the horizon. I have all the equipment. I'm going to start doing time-lapse videos of the process of how I print things, how I prep them. I use water-based resin, and then I have ABS resin. It depends on what people want.
Right.
Like if they want a more sturdy, heavier project, or they want things that are a little more flexible. I can show that whole process, and then how I cure them with resin, with alcohol or water. I have an ultrasonic cleaner. I have a huge curing station. I can go through all that, and yeah, I'm on both of those. See how far we can get with it.
People always talking about, go to Etsy, buy small, stop buying from bigger companies. Look, I understand Amazon can be at your house in like 5 minutes, but we're always talking about making sure that creators are being taken care of, especially now AI age and stuff like that. People are always talking about, you got to buy small, you got to go to these people so they can let their passions really pay for it. So let's put our money where our mouth is, man. You got something that you want to get done, go check out the Instagram, go check out the TikTok, check out all that stuff. He does 6 scale. He does like, he's making me something that's real big. The Lobo is really big. So if you wanted something and you like the stuff, reach out to him, man. Get at him, because it's like I said, we want to take care of people. I'm not worried about companies, man. Companies are always going to be taken care of. Dude, thanks, man. And I'm going to go out with the Showing of the Lobo thing. I'm going to show it in, though, because we already made a whole bunch of videos doing with that. Cellar Dwellers. Stop back. I got a thing unboxing. We got some other stuff. I don't know. We got more wins, whiffs, and while you were sleepings. I got my wife yelling at me about something. It's awesome. I'm just going to put that in so you see what I'm dealing with. And then you can put in videos of your wife or husband yelling at you, and we can trauma bond, and it'll be awesome. Candelier's Basement. Yeah. And of course, as always, as you look around the stuff in the basement, specifically what John bought today, we're going to hit you up with that musical accompaniment. Today we got Rock Cocaine Flow by De La Soul and MF Doom.
Up in the 5-star telly, saying 2 mic rhymes, be them average MCs of the times. Unlike them, we craft gems, so systematically inclined to pen lines without saying the producer's name. I'm over the track. Yeah, I said it. What you need to do is get back to reading credits. Read the medics alphabetically, stuck on that English shit. Now, before we pour that short shot, pure rock, cocaine flow. from the top of the key for 3 villain. Been on in the game as long as he can really swing. Turn the corner spinning, bust that ass and get up. Dust off the mask, whoever laugh, give him a head up. He got jumped, it pumped his adrenaline. He said it made him tougher than a bump of raw medicine. To write all night long, the hourglass is still slow. Flow from hellborn to free power like Lil Cole. And still owe bills, pay dues forever. Slave used when it comes to who's more cleverer. Used to wore leather goose fee with the fur collar. And charged the fee for loose leaf, words per dollar, you heard holler. Broad or dude, we need food. Eat your teams for sure, the streets sure seem rude. For fam like the partridges, pardon him for the mix-up. Battle for your Tory cartridges, or put your kicks up, it's a stick up.
Put your blicks up. He's really full cuts and swole like penile flicks. Give him 20. The danger in his eyes will let you know he's a brawler. Bring your tallest champs like that much taller. 10 pounds heavier, 1 step ahead of it. Vocab, stamina, styles, all irrelevant. Camps and cliques, units, squad crews and clans. Even your tongues will fuck around and lose your ball.
Boom, brung that bong. There goes that news van again. Act like you knew like toucan salmon them. He eat rappers like part of a complete breakfast. Their rhymes ain't worth the weight of their cheap necklace. String them up, bring them up under whack jump snack. Get that out your hand, punk, jump and get your dunk smacked. Foul, we all know the rules, bro. You slow, you blow the super, you fools. His own boss like you go. Lights, camera, action with no makeup. We nail out to the death, or at least until we break up. Here's a couple of nice guys who finished first. So nice try, but the prize is ours dispersed. They say the good die young, so I added some badass to my flavor to prolong my life over the drum. Everyone cools off from being hot. It's about if you can handle being cold or not. And we were told to hop, but no one's dick our Prince Paul. We stayed original ever since, y'all. First to do a lot of things in the game, but the last to say it. No need to place it on a scale to weigh it. And don't do it for the praise or to raise the bar. Yeah, this raise anyways, so amazing are the 3 L.I. brothers from the other way. You're thinking, hey, your ladies winking. I think you need to control that, or I have to hold
The
that.
elements are airborne. I smell the success. Yo, let's
Justin's trapped me down here against my will. Please help. Help me, God, please. I just want to go home.
I just want to go home.